Night shift nurses learn to read charts before faces. Because charts don't scream, they don't beg, they don't disappear. At 3:12 a.m., I was asked to check on a patient in room 403. When I pulled up his file, the system showed no name, no admission time, no medical history, just one note, written in red. And when I looked up, the bed was empty, but the heart monitor was still beeping. Int dat St. Mary's Regional Hospital night. My name is Emily Carter. I've been a registered nurse for 7 years, 4 of them on night shift. Night shift is different. The hospital feels hollow, lights dimmed, hallways longer. Sounds echo where they shouldn't. At St. Mary's, nights are understaffed. 2 nurses per floor, 1 doctor on call. Too many patients. That night, I was assigned to the 4th floor post-op recovery and long-term observation. Rooms 401 to 412, or so I thought. At 2:58 a.m., the call light panel blinked. Room 403. That confused me. 403 had been closed for renovation since I started working there. Still, I grabbed my clipboard and walked down the hall. The hallway outside 403 was darker than the rest. One overhead light flickered like it was struggling to stay on. The door was unlocked. Inside, the room was fully operational. Hospital bed, IV stand, heart monitor, and a man lying under the sheets. Late 40 seconds. Pale. Too still. The monitor beeped steadily. I checked the chart at the foot of the bed. Blank. No patient sticker. No wristband. I frowned and approached. "Sir?" I said softly. His eyes opened. He looked terrified. "Don't let them move me," he whispered. "Who?" I asked. His fingers tightened around the blanket. "They keep losing me. Back at the nurses' station." I pulled up the system. There was no room 403. The numbering jumped from 402 to 404. I searched by condition, by bed number, by time. Nothing. Then a warning popped up on my screen. Access restricted. A senior nurse, Marla, noticed my face. "You found him, didn't you?" she asked quietly. My heart skipped. "Found who?" She hesitated, then leaned in. "You're not supposed to acknowledge him." Marla told me the story in pieces. Years ago, during a power outage, a patient coded on the 4th floor. A man in room 403. Records corrupted. Backup failed. He was pronounced dead, but when staff came to remove the body, the bed was warm. The monitor was still running. Since then, nurses on night shift occasionally report a patient in a room that doesn't exist during the day. Administration calls it hallucination. But Marla knew better. "He only appears at night," she said, "and he never checks out." Over the next few nights, I kept seeing him, sometimes asleep, sometimes staring at the ceiling, sometimes crying silently. Each time, he looked worse. Bruises appearing, skin graying, breathing labored. The monitor never changed, always steady, always alive. One night, I asked his name. He swallowed hard. "I don't remember anymore." At 3:12 a.m., the system alerted me, issued by a doctor who wasn't scheduled. I called the on-call physician. "That order didn't come from me," he said. "Emily, are you sure that patient is still there?" I looked down the hall. The door to 403 was open. Inside, the bed was empty, but the heart monitor was screaming. Flatline. Then footsteps behind me. A gurney rolled past, pushed by orderlies I didn't recognize. On it lay the man from 403, eyes wide, mouth open, screaming silently. The next morning, administration called me in. They showed me security footage. It showed me standing alone in an empty room, adjusting equipment that wasn't there, talking to no one. They placed me on leave. Before I left, Marla slipped something into my pocket, an old patient chart, room 403. The name at the top was faded, but I recognized it. It was mine. I don't work at St. Mary's anymore, but every night at 3:12 a.m., my phone vibrates. No caller ID. Just one notification. Check on patient room 403. And somewhere in that hospital, a monitor is still beeping, waiting for someone to remember him. So if you ever wake up in a hospital at night and see a nurse standing at the end of your bed, make sure she knows your name. Because forgotten patients don't get discharged. And if stories like this feel uncomfortably real, you might want to stay close. The night shift still needs wit.